другого персонажа играть. Тем более это только начало, все там вообще мелочь. Пройди сюда, пройди туда.
Okay, Sheriff. Here they are. Tell the marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll
Да,
alert
тут
him this once.
каждый момент
All right.
идет. О, вот
Let's
это
see what
вот
we got.
персонажик. Сейчас мы будем... Ну, дядьку, конечно, берем, не тетку уже.
All right, then. Deputy, would you please?
Вот такой вот.
I'm gonna
Ну,
need
такой
your
вот
name.
дядька. Ввести до имя. Ну, давай. Так, это мы сделали. Дальше
You
идем.
aren't going
Внешность.
anywhere, and neither am I.
Да задайте внешность вашего персонажа. Ну, давай задам. Происхождение. Да ладно, пускай такой остается. Цвет кожи.
Take the time and get this
Так,
right.
так, знаете, мне сразу с прически давай начнем. Так. Цвет волос. Нет, волос на лице. Не будет у нас волос на лице.
You ain't leaving us anytime soon.
Щетина, пускай цвет волос на лице. Черная. Да.
We're gonna need a fair record of you.
Вот никакого изменения нету. Они, может быть, а вот седые, да, наверное, вот это вот.
Tell me
Вот
everything
такие пускай
except
будут.
that you're innocent. I'd find that hard to believe.
Так. Дальше. Так, это мы назад,
Quite a
да?
record we'll have on you.
Зубы обычные, щеки полные. Не, ну щеки впалые. Щеки впалые? Подожди. Где же они? Простите, простите.
You're lucky you were caught, you know.
Ну
The
какие
way
они
the town
впалые-то
feels
хоть?
about what happened, you were likely to be shot.
Нейтральные. Че за фигня, блин?
It's a process, all right, but
Уж
a necessary
оттопыренные.
one.
Длинные примочки. Мочки, примочки. Маленькие, большие. Нейтральные. Нейтральная челюсть.
How you doing with that?
Да узкая. Рот, губы тонкие. Полные. Нейтральные.
Okay then.
Нос задранный. Так, а вращать куе, да? А какой еще нос? О! Горбинкой.
Yep.
Широкий. Узкий. Нейтральный. Глаза, брови. Форма бровей. А, тут вот так регулируется. Ничего не вижу разницы. Форма бровей. Ну, пусть так будет. Так, размер глаз. Да глаза-то нормальные, по-моему. Так. глазница. Что тут у нас? Ну, пусть расположение глаз. Брови тонкий, нос, цвет глаз. Давай какой оригинал, зеленый. Так, внешность вас не доделали. Цвет глаз это телосложение грызное. Не, ну давай мускулистое. Спортивное, стандартное, возраст. Цвет кожи пойдет. Происхождение. А что тут с происхождением у нас? Уп! Ну и рожи. Так я какого делал-то? Я уже потерял. Вот этого, да? Вот этого. Так, дай-ка вот из этого что буду делать. Что-то я мне неправильно все телосложение нарисовал. Брови. Так, подожди, ладно. Нет, стоять. Челюсть узкая. Ну-ка, давай, пускай, наверное, так и будет. Да. Уши нейтральные. Щеки, что за впалые щеки у меня тут, а? Полные, высокие. Нейтральные. Зубы обычные, прическа, образ жизни. А где тут было по поводу... Форма бровей. Подожди. Так, а образ жизни? Усталость. Тип лица. Тип лица алкоголический. Обветренный. Не вижу изменений. Ну, у него получается тогда. Шрам. Так, усталость какая-то. А, глазница, да, краснеет, темнее. Так. Сильно обветренный, сильно заметный. Опять он красный становится. Так вот. Блин, а где по поводу глаз-то у меня было? Там к глазам, там удивленные еще какие-то. А, во. О, мне легкомысленный больше нравится. Давай вот таким оставим, а? Так, свист. Свист коня подзывать. А пускай такое останется. Ну, аж. Пойдет. Так, внешность, ставим характеристики. Характеристики. Так, я хочу добавить здоровье. Здоровье и меткость. Подтвердить, да?
Well, then you need your portrait took. I'll need to see your fingers, palms to you.
Принять. 48762. Вот такими мы и будем. Несколько месяцев спустя. Исправительная колония Шишка. Мужское крыло. Шишика, конечно, но...
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens ain't staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves! What are you standing there for? Get moving! What are you looking at? Go on, get moving! You with the hammer? And you'll do. We need to perform a work detail out in Valentine. Come on, get in.
Ну, вроде рожа не красная.
Come on, Milliken.
Онлайн. Red Dead.
I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You lot stay calm in there.
You aren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many
Как в фильме, да?
goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary.
Какие-то
Doesn't add much
подлагивания.
to the
Или мне
world.
кажется.
Education. Good day, gentlemen. Oh. Don't do
Какие
anything
люди.
stupid. Nobody gets shot.
Не делайте
Act like
глупостей.
fools, and the pair of you will be
People.
dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Как вас зовут?
Jenkins?
Jenkins.
Milliken. Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please. Okay. Okay.
Какие рожи мне прорисовка лиц, конечно, у них
Aside from you,
совсем прям
try to stay out of
затерто.
trouble.
Как
It's a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Went, I believe it was $50 we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each.
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us. Come along. Then you better get on this horse.
Ну пошли. Все бросили, главное дело. Блин, тут 2 коня. Телегу-то он зачем это бросил? Да, иду. Следую за незнакомцем, идем.
It's not much of an animal, but they haven't got far to ride. Yeah, I waited on them moving you some weeks. I can wait a while longer. Ready?
И вот поехали.
I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. 6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks have left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, those sham trials.
Нажмите вы кинематографию будем смотреть, давай.
Mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were
И
came out
цель.
breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all. That would be fine, of course, but you will listen to my mistress first. She spent a good sum getting you folks out. You owe her an audience, at least. You've been away for a while, so we'll help you get set up in the world. And if you want to accept our offer, you can. That's more than reasonable. And freedom out on the range can wait a few moments longer, can't it? Good.
Ну, примерно понятно. Да, из диалога.
As soon as we're done, you can find your old posse. Or try and start a new one. You'll have money in your pocket to go to the store with. And there'll be chances to make more, if that's what you're after. And chances to raise hell, too, if you feel you're in the need of them. Okay. We haven't got far to go now.
Первое задание, которое хотят мне предложить, чтобы я заработал денег.
He's just up here. There's the camp. Get your horse. Tie it here.
Ну, привязать так привязать. Коня.
This way. She's anxious to meet you.
Миссис?
Madam, we're back.
Мадам.
Hello.
Миссис, наверное, не зовут.
Jessica Leclerc, how do you
Мадам.
do? What did you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Hawley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Hawley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
Приодеть меня. Я уже почти приодет. Можно не таким оставить. Без шляпы. Ковбойская. И плантаторы. Пускай вот это останется. Пылевик. Нет, не то нажал. Нет. Господи, куда нажать-то? Вот. Жилеты. Рубашки. Без рубашки. Перчатки. Без перчаток, да? Ну, но тут мне ничего не дают. Штаны. Повседневные. Городские штаны с манжетами. Пускай городские останутся. Комбинезоны? Нет. Сапоги. По стилю. Ну и все. Такой бомжара-бич. Есть только верхняя одежда. А, нет, это пылевик. Только рубашку надеть. Чисто по-русски, да? Не, ну почему? Пусть в рубашке будет, а? Красная рубашка, красный жилет. О, так получше. А что за стиль там кнопка? Ага. Воротник расстегнут. Застегнут. Так. Рукава подвернуты. Так, штаны заправлены. Да. Вот такой у нас будет
That's more
дядьками.
comfortable. Hawley,
Here, madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying, hmm?
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever
Да,
it
нашла
takes.
кому
Because
довериться.
you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos
Банкир,
Lansing,
спекулянт.
ranch owner, speculator,
Фермер,
and crook.
спекулянт, мошенник.
Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, my
Общественный
former
гений.
best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work
О,
may
хоть
be.
накормили, напоили,
I'm judged.
накормили, молодцы.
You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good.
Ну и хорошо,
I
поел.
look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me
Займись
a
делом.
widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough.
Ну и теперь.
He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you better than most of his ilk. Cripps, get up.
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh,
Понравился
pleased
с
to meet you,
момента.
partner.
Плюет на перчатку и подает руку.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And where are we headed?
выбирай, где будем ставить лагерь. Нажмите L. Нажал. Так. Лагерь имущества. Лагерь. Место для лагеря выбрать. Маленький лагерь.
Oh,
Внутренние
sir.
земли.
While Cripps is establishing your camp,
Все
perhaps
равно
you can go to
другое
the
место не
station to
даст.
see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
До скорой встречи,
Good luck.
босс. Good luck.
Sooner you do it, the sooner we'll leave you to your own devices.
Так, та лошадь не моя, моя вот эта кляча. Ну и погнали куда-то на первое, можно сказать, задание. Оно рядом вот здесь. Вот лошадки, да, пасутся. Ну поймать ты ее попробуй поймай. Да? Скакуны. А интересно, если... Да, не, вряд ли. Ладно. Потом пойдем пока по заданию. Конечно, телефон в это время. Зачем мне тут заводят? Вот он меня в обратный волокет. Ну я там помню, он же возле воды должно быть тело. Так, энергия у коня закончилась. А, на почту. Он меня на почту ведет. Оп. Кстати, это другое. Тихо. Но остановить-то на... Вот остановить не нравится мне. Ну, о, кстати, я могу привязать. Хотя нет, там он есть привязь.
Move it.
Да ладно. Некто солдат ребенка не обидит. Ну, Р.
Hello. You must be Harley's friend.
Вы должны быть от Харли. Он один из
He said
нас.
you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden. That's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up in Cumberland Forest. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged.
Короче, первое
We
задание
will all help a fellow
каких-то
sufferer with pertinent information.
разгильдяев.
Good afternoon, sir.
погонять. Ладно. Давай мы это пройдем в следующий раз, пока остановимся на этом. Ой-ой-ой, что моя теляча делает. Хулиганка. Колячая в яблоках. Или такая... А, грязная такая. Ладно. На этом пока все. Ждем следующей серии.